Hey everyone, Scott Hansen here. This is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap, presented by Lowe's. Earn your Sunday. Some big games to get to. We start in Buffalo. The Bills at home to take on the Detroit Lions. And this is the MVP from a couple seasons ago, Josh Allen. He's looking to throw, but tucks it instead. He takes it in from 5 yards out. Touchdown. The Bills get the win, and they are 1-0 in the new stadium. Lock up the folding tables, people. Celebration time in Western New York. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams. They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And here is Davante Adams. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Rams are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Time to check out the NFL injury report for Week 2. The top story this week, the Cincinnati Bengals and their young running back. It was an injury that didn't look good, and it turns out it's a dislocated ankle. He'll be out of action until mid-October. A number of guys around the league off to hot starts, among them Week 2's Player of the Week. And we'll highlight this man, Justin Herbert. He was the man in charge in the win over the Raiders. He wound up with 3 touchdown passes. The Chargers get the victory in a shootout as they win by a field goal. Meanwhile, a look now at the rest of the weekend's top performers, guys who are starting out hot here in the first 2 weeks. Next up, let's give you a look at the guys who have put together a couple of solid weeks so far. It's our league leaders in receiving through 2 weeks of games. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from a jam-packed Week 2 of the new NFL season. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Jets and the Detroit Lions. On the Jets sideline, Aaron Glenn, hired away from Detroit, where he spent the last 4 seasons as the Lions defensive coordinator. On the other side, the man he worked under the last 4 years, Lions head man Dan Campbell. Settle in. We think we we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. And off we go from Ford Field. And he'll get this to the 24-yard line, and that's where the opening drive of the game will begin. Out come the Jets on offense, and their quarterback, Cade Klubnik, the fourth-round pick out of Clemson.
It's fair to say this season hasn't gotten off to the type of start they likely envisioned for themselves, but it's still early. A win here, it could go a long way towards changing the trajectory of this entire season.
Oh, right away they're coming after him. Right away they can get to him. Sack on the opening snap of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, and now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Not the sharpest of starts on offense here an early 3rd and long. Operating from the gun is Klubnik. Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good 3rd down stop, and it sets up 4th down. On is McNamara now to punt it away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Oh, Jared Goff brings out the Lions now. More time with Detroit, his 6th season here, than he had with L.A., the team that drafted him #1 overall. Of course, the trade with the Rams for Matthew Stafford.
In last week's game, the opponent just really neutralized him and, frankly, this entire passing game. Nobody was open. When they were, he missed some throws. Offensive line had some protection issues. It just overall was a poor performance. So they understand if they're going to come into today's game and have some success, they've got to find a way to get some explosive production and some efficiency.
Jahmyr Gibbs. And he will score. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now, Klubnik. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. At the 39-yard line. Klubnik to throw here on 2nd down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down. Klubnik now from the gun. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Here's Austin McNamara now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. On the return, it's Dortch. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, Nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. And he just does manage to get rid of this one. Hounded by the defense. They nearly got him. Incomplete, setting up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. On to punt is Fox. His kick is away. That's going to be out of bounds. No return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. So they come to the line, 2nd down, they need 14 yards.
It's 2nd down.
Here's Klubnik. Set up the wide receiver screen with Cooper. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Cooper going in motion. To the air is Klubnik on 3rd down. Pressure all around him, and down he goes.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the 1st quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the 2nd?
Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Lions offense about ready to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
It's 1st down, and it's Paul. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Trying to keep the momentum going after the turnover. They have delivered with a quick 1st down. Another run here with Hall. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Numbers on the ground for Hall a week ago. 18 carries, good for 70 yards.
At the Lions' 21-yard line.
He'll go again with Hall. He'll try to push his way forward, but there's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage. put Wilson in motion. On third and short, Aleem McNeil. What a start for him. A second sack now here in this opening quarter of play.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Jets are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And this will be a Lions 1st down as he gets up past the 35.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Jamien Sherwood there to meet him. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. Third down and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. On 4th down, Goff. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Lions ball to begin this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Detroit.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They are moving the ball well on this drive, aren't they? It's another 1st and 10. Now Goff. The pressure going to cave in on him. He will go down.
A loss of 7.
T'Vondre Sweat getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season. From the gun, here's Gibbs. Whoa. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Made at the 21-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. The Lions go out to a 10-3 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Jets offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Already Sunday number 3 of the NFL season. Let's remind you of what's ahead. The Rams, who played on Monday night, another national game, and a good matchup, interconference against Denver at Mile High, followed on Monday night by the Eagles and Bears at Soldier Field. Remember the double doink game from 2018. That comes away 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 Chicago time. Here's Hall. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Cooper going in motion. Back to throw. And not liking anything downfield, he'll just get this to the sideline. It is incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Slot man gonna move in motion left. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
New York.
Now, faking the give. Nowhere to go with that one. Let's get it to the sideline and live to see 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
We're not even at halftime yet, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has completely taken over the game. It's just sack after sack after sack. This is going to be a long day for this offensive group if the O-line doesn't figure something out here in a hurry.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Aiden Hutchinson. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. Here's Austin McNamara now, as he'll punch it away for the 4th time today. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. He'll get about 2. T'Vondre Sweat there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Mario Davis there on the play. It's 3rd down. They need 6 for the 1st down. Goff to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And it will finally be taken down at the Jets' 36-yard line.
It's a gain of 29.
That pickup good for 29 yards.
Detroit Lions.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
You know, Mike, you look back a season ago, and really over the last couple of years, and the Lions had probably one of the more interesting running back duos in the entire league. Very complementary styles, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery. But now with Montgomery moving on this offseason, they bring in Isaiah Pacheco. So can he be that downhill, physical style runner to complement Jahmyr Gibbs, who's one of the best backs in the league?
On second down, Pacheco. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2.
Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit. In a moment, they've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
3-yard line.
Throwing here is Goff. Trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Goff to throw. Quickly, they get it into the hands of Williams. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Goff. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. You know, if it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, you're at least entertaining the thought of going for it. But I think with what they were remaining left there, half winding down, I do think I'm okay with their taking those points.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and long coming up. Now this time he'll set up to throw. And he just does manage to get rid of this one. Hounded by the defense. They nearly got him. Incomplete, setting up third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down short of the first down. It is a gain of 8, but it leads to fourth down. The Lions call their first time out. Here's their punter now. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This will be from 56 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Lions will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. It's only week 3 on the schedule, but already some big-name teams with big early tests. Will they pass or fail? Let's get into it. Our trip around the league starts now. We begin in Orchard Park, the second home game, first day game for the Bills at New Highmark Stadium as they host the LA Chargers. And it's the Chargers special teams coming up with a big play. One of the most exciting moments in sports, the kickoff, fielded, and returned for the touchdown. He takes it all the way back.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Dortch now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. Already Sunday number 3 of the NFL season. Let's remind you of what's ahead. The Rams, who played on Monday night, another national game, and a good matchup, interconference against Denver at Mile High. Followed on Monday night by the Eagles and Bears at Soldier Field. Remember the double doink game from 2018. That comes right 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 Chicago time. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 9. To throw is Goff. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slot. They bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Detroit.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
They'll go play action with Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And 8 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
The 40-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
Here's Goff. Fought for and caught for the first down. A big one there on third down. Good for 26 yards.
We spend a lot of time recognizing and praising the performance of a lot of these skill players, and rightfully so. But Mike, the blocking and the performance of the big guys up front, that is the reason this offense continues to operate at such a high level. He has all the time in the world to stand there in the pocket and continue to find open targets downfield in the passing game.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 3. And it'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up. Pacheco goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown.
That's what you call a statement drive right there, Mike. You've got the lead, second half of the ball game, and you can feel you're really starting to wear down this defense, and this is about as good as it gets. Long drive, and then you get down there tight, and you're able to punch it in on the ground and just continue to extend this lead.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Pacheco going to try it on the ground. And he finds his way to the end zone again. Scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Jets offense make their way out to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Aleem McNeil. He gets in yet again. That's now 3 sacks for him in this one. They'll look to throw. And time runs out there. He just airmails it towards the bench. Incomplete. Sense a little frustration there. It brings up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. Punt team out there for a 5th time, and this one's away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Lions offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Quick slant caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's gone. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Lions 1st down.
First down.
Nice catch there from Amon-Ra St.
First
Brown, and he's
and 10
just
at the
so good
37-yard line.
getting open at all three levels. And there's not a route in the tree that he can't run. It doesn't matter if it's underneath, intermediate, or downfield. He can separate with the best of them. He's got as good a hands as it gets, and he's fantastic after catch with the ball in his hands.
They'll come up now again.
That's
Good news,
another
it's 1st and 10.
Detroit Lions, first down.
Here's Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco, ball carrier. A gain of 4. It's now second
Ball on
and
the
6.
47-yard line.
At the
Here's
47-yard
second down
line.
and 6. Goff going to get this out to St. Brown. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up
Brings
third
up
down.
3rd and 3.
Now Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Sloth. 15 yards through the air. First down, Detroit.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. Now a give up the middle, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long, so the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
And the Lions, first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Pacheco. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
He was brought
Here
down
now,
by
second down
D'Angelo Pond.
and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and
They'll
goal.
go with him again.
The 6-yard line.
And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Lions. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Jets 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll step up and run.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have the Jets 1st down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. A pitch comes to Hall. He's going nowhere. Loses yardage on that play.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
Jets.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be over everyone. Incomplete. Nothing ever really developed there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
And they're going to get to him and take him down back on the other side of midfield. Aiden Hutchinson getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, and you just let him off the hook, Mike. I mean, it's 4th down. Defensively, you're just looking to bat the ball down. Just anything to get off the field and come away with a stop. And I think he just got a little bit too greedy, trying to work into interception position instead of just knocking the ball down. And you're going to get a fresh set of downs here, and that's tough.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete. Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he'll be forced to throw this one away. Good job by the defense. They stiffen and sets up 4th down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll try to run for it. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down. What a stand. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. He finds some room across the 25. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes this across the 30-yard line.
That's good.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Here's Goff. Pass caught right side by Conklin. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up second and 2.
From the 41. Here's second down and 2. On the ground, here's Pacheco. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a first down.
A 7-yard gain.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on
From the 48-yard line. Here's second and 6. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. A run up the middle with Pacheco. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 25, here's second and 7.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
By D'Angelo Pons. It's a gain of 3.
Throwing here is Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a run. And he's got another one. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown Detroit. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions stretch things out even further.
Makes the score Lions 38, Jets 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. A return now from the 4. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So the Jets make their way back out, and why don't we take a look at what they've got upcoming on the schedule. They'll be at Chicago, then back home for Cleveland. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick slash into the hands of Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
New York.
We're trying to find something positive. This has been a rough one. A little bright spot there with the first down. Cooper. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. We're trying to find something positive. This has been a rough one. Little bright spot there with the first down. They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll somehow manage to get rid of it. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Trying to find something positive. This has been a rough one. A little bright spot there with the first down. Zappi. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. See what they have for second and 10.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
The handoff. Here comes Hall. Whoa! And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
He was brought down.
Trying to find something positive. This has been a rough one. A little bright spot there with the first down.
New York.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. And that defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.
Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is. Fall is in the air. Hey everyone, Scott Hanson here. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3, presented by Lowe's. Some big games to get to. We start in Buffalo. The Bills at home to take on the LA Chargers. And it's the Chargers special teams coming up with a big play. One of the most exciting moments in sports, the kickoff, fielded, and returned for the touchdown. He takes it all the way back for the score. The Chargers are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. From there, let's look in on the Jets and Lions from Ford Field in Detroit. And this is the replacement for David Montgomery, the former Chief Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to take this one in, 7 yards on the rushing touchdown. The Lions are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. Early season injuries starting to pile up. Here's the injury report for Week 3. The top story comes from the LA Rams and the team leader at safety. He picked up a thumb injury in last week's game. The news, maybe not as bad as originally feared, but he may be on the shelf for 3, possibly 4 weeks. A number of fine performances around the league here in the first month of the season. Time now to name the Player of the Week for Week 3. And we'll congratulate this man, Bo Nix. He was as good as it gets in the win over the Rams. Racking up the numbers, over 400 yards passing with 3 touchdowns to boot. A look now at this week's top performers in the NFL. From there, we give you a look at the league leaders in rushing through 3 weeks of play, some of the usual suspects populating this list. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hanson in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Everyone on your feet, and welcome your defending NFC South champion, Carolina Panthers.
the visitors' sideline, Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His guys coming off a win to push their record to 2-1 here in the first month of the season. His counterpart on the other side, the Panthers' Dave Canales. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately, 1 touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
A check on the numbers last week for Hubbard. 23 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
We all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Young. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
To throw, Young. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Greg Dortch back deep. Maybe a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Here is 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A 39-yard gain on the play. First down, Detroit.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Here is Young. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Excellent body control, big frame, and you can see his background as a volleyball player on display when he goes downfield and makes big catches. The Offensive Rookie of the Year last season, Ted McMillan.
Young off the play fake. Got a man. That's Liggett. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. With a juke. And a good push up front, and is able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown. busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
To the left side, he finds Teslaw. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in very advantageous position.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Now it's Horn. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Young to throw it. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now Young. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Panthers 3.
So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up. and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Young will set to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Goff now looks to throw. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Lions at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 93 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Play action. It's Goff. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Gibbs. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Bates' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Here's 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
now Young.
4.
This is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Young now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Young's got his guys 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's to the tight end, Evans. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 13-yard line.
Young working out of the gun. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Throwing, Young. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
17. Panthers 10.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Goff now to throw. And this is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 3.
There's Goff. That is caught. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Jameson Williams. A gain of 16 yards.
From the 50, it's gone.
First down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have a Lions first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Lions.
Now Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Panthers' 30.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 118 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Goff. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete. So halftime now here on Sunday night primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin right here in the Sunshine State. It's the Bucs at
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Lions to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. Off play action. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 135 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Goff now looking to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Panthers offense and Chuba Hubbard set to take over once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Looking to put a drive together. Following the interception, Young. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Here's Young. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From Tulane to Tennessee to Carolina, a terrific blend of size and speed at 6'4" and a sub-4.4 40. The Panthers now have a guy who's a true deep threat and can help their young quarterback.
Now a carry for Sanders. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw, Young. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Panthers 17.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Gone. Right side to Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Open man right side is St. Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 38-yard line.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
2 yards on the play. First down, Detroit.
Play action. It's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one with 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss. Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 37. 153 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Third down, Young from the gun. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Young quickly to the flat. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. On the return, Dortch. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's a result of throwing it so many times in practice. It's really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. From the gun on third down, Goff.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. Carolina getting set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Throwing, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the counter, this is Hubbard.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Young.
Got a man. That's Liggett.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Young to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. There's Sam Martin now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Oh, good move. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Goff now to throw.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 6.
At the 32-yard line. A gain of 4.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
To throw is gone.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Young.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 43.
And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Complete to Jimmy Horn Jr.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
At the 42-yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here's Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. It's desperation time. Young on fourth down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 42-yard line.
Goff going to throw it. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Goff. That is caught. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they will take a knee here.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.